The Tiyan Parkway has been in the works for years, but there have been some significant changes in starting phase one of the project. Governor Senior Advisor Arthur Clark says the land owned by the airport in the first phase by Route 8 has been a point of contention.
We need to essentially buy that property from the airport, and so that's where airport needs FAA's approval to release that property to us.
Clark says the money will come from the Federal Highway Administration to purchase some of the inland property.
The problem is we got to get FAA to sign off on that, and at this point, to allow airport to sell it. At this point, FAA said they're willing to do it, but what they want to do is they want to make sure that if we construct phase one, we're going to finish phase two, and so we don't end up with a road that that the airport gave property away for, that we construct, and then we've made no progress on finishing the entire parkway.
Phase two of the parkway will be constructed along the cliffside where original landowners reside. Clark says the government, through the Guam Housing Corporation and Department of Land Management, have been contacting families to discuss a land exchange or purchase of the Tiyan property. While officials initially thought they could finalize the purchase of property next fiscal year, Clark says time is of the essence.
The airport is getting very close to the point right now where they're ready to close off Central Avenue before their runway expansion. And so if they close that off, we got 15,000 cars going across Tiyan there. That's going to severely result in severe congestion. The traffic congestion is bad enough already, but you can imagine what impact that'll have.
Speaker Judy Wonpat introduced legislation allowing a supplemental appropriation to help get the process underway and begin closing on some of the purchases. Clark says buying the property or exchanging land for Cliffside original landowners will be evidence to the FAA that GovGuam is committed to finishing the parkway.
I think, if we can acquire this land, then that opens up the possibility that we would be able to convince the airport and FAA to hold off on the closing of Central Avenue.